You are now live. Yeah, Schlock West in the morning, Dash Radio, the Spin Room. You know what it is.
What up, party peoples? We back at it again on this Monday, starting off the week with a bang. I'll be your man, Bigg Pwee from the Spin Room. Got my crew with me, DJ Ron C, Bigg Lez, K Stephanie. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah, man. So we gonna get this Monday on and popping. Before we do, don't forget on this YouTube, do us a favor, subscribe. Click on that subscribe button right down below. Click on that bell because we post a new video every single day. Tomorrow, we got Pee Wee's Pet Peeve, so make sure you don't miss out. Plus, I think I'm going to tell a story about Sanaa Lathan also, man. You may not want to miss out on this one, all right? Yeah. So let's get it popping. Bigg Lez, Entertainment Report.
Yeah, man, we got some good stuff, some broken heart stuff, and some very fat Hollywood deals in this report this week. The city of Louisville has finally reached a settlement in Breonna Taylor's wrongful death lawsuit. Now, we all know the backstory. 26-year-old killed earlier this year. The police served a no-knock warrant at her apartment while she was sleeping. And, you know, the situation now is that they have come to an agreement for a multi-million-dollar settlement. I believe the number is $12 million. And I personally feel like even though this is a small Band-Aid, it's not a bandage. It's not going to do the necessary repair, rebuilding, and making a point out of how pathetic that no-knock warrant really is. Because right now there still has been none of the three officers who broke into her apartment have not been charged with the crime. Brett Hankinson was fired in late June for wantonly and blindly firing 10 rounds of her apartment. And then the Louisville police chief, Steve Conrad, was also fired shortly after Black business owner David McAtee was killed by officers amongst the protests for Taylor's death. So it's really, really crazy. A lot of people have been speaking out. One thing that I can say that has happened is that the Louisville City Council also passed Breonna's law, which banned the no-knock search warrant. So that's the light at the end of the tunnel. However, people like Tamika Mallory, who was at the press conference, and a lot of other people are standing up and saying that we need to see justice in regard to having these police officers arrested and charged. So we're still awaiting to see how that's going to play out. And I know everybody's got their feelings and their emotions about it. So where you at, P?
You know, I'm glad that they low-key, I shouldn't say low-key, they kind of said, hey, we were wrong about this. And that's the reason why they settled before anything happened. And it's with 12 million, right?
Yeah.
12 million. And I think that's the biggest payout that they've ever had, especially for a Black woman on top of that. I know that they are still fighting to get these officers. That's the next step in getting these officers arrested. I'm just happy that throughout everybody's protesting, from the NFL to the NBA to Major League Baseball, that it took this much for them to settle, to finally settle. And I'm glad, but at the same exact time, it bothers me because it shouldn't have to take that. You know what I'm saying?
But we've been saying this for centuries, literally centuries, that another person and another person has to die. And I think the only thing that's got eyes on all this is because we're in the middle of a pandemic. If there's anything good about this pandemic is that people get to see what's actually going on because everybody's moving. Now you get to see for real what's happening in these streets down the block from where you live to some of your friends, their children, and everything else. So let's just hope that this is justice and that all of this unification and racism ending and these laws and lives get spared. So,
okay, Stephanie, what's your thoughts on it?
I'm kind of with you, P. I mean, I'm glad that this is happening. I like just Les said, you know, I feel like this whole pandemic too. I mean, it sits with you. Normally people just go, you know, back with their lives, or they do, you know, they're always on the go. But I feel like, you know, watching this and having Twitter and Instagram and other, you know, media outlets to watch and see what is going on and read upon it, it sits with you. So I'm glad that, you know, the people that keep out there protesting and signing petitions and like just keep pushing through. So, I mean, finally something happened, right? But again, I mean, it's disappointing because it's taking this, it shouldn't have taken this long.
No.
Rossi?
Well, man, you know what? I agree on everything that everybody's saying. I still think we need to keep pushing. You know what I mean? They need to be arrested. There's nothing about that, man. You know, it's sad. You know, yes, it's a Band-Aid, like Les was saying, but it's not a bandage, and it's not gonna heal. We need to stand up, man, and get these people arrested, because this is too much, man. And you know, my heart goes out to the family, man. You know what I mean? It's just like I can't imagine my son getting shot. You know what I mean? By anybody. You know, and losing somebody like that, and then and come to find out it was a mistaken
Identity.
identity, man. That's just crazy. And then, you know, I don't know, man. I'm really kind of touched because I have a son, man, and I'm telling you, I don't know what I would be doing right now if it was my son that I was, going through with. So yeah, that 12 million is, it's a little change, man, but that's not gonna bring her back. You know what I mean? And we got to get these people arrested. That's my thing. So
if it was it doesn't matter if it was 12 million or 120 million. People don't understand that money. Sometimes there's not enough money in the world to soothe the soul, to soothe your pain, or bring people back. I guess obviously this is something that will help change laws, and if that's the light at the end of the tunnel, if he was, I can't even say a martyr, if he was a sacrificial lamb for this cause, then let that be the case across the board, across 50 states, across international waters, that nothing like this happens again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's move on to Cardi B. Woo! Everybody's been talking in the streets. We all know that she has filed for divorce from her husband, Migos rapper Offset. All legal records happened in Fulton County Superior Court. Cardi B, her real name, Belcalis Marlenes Almanzar, she filed for dissolution of marriage, asking for it to end. And it was Hollywood Unlocked who actually broke the story. Now, one thing that's happened this week is that Cardi, of course, she stayed quiet for only a second because she can only hold her tongue for so long, but she really did get on Instagram and she started saying to people, listen, thank you so much for sending me well wishes or your concern for how I'm feeling. She's like, I have not shed one tear. And for those of you who are out there trying to say that there's a secret baby out there or, whether he had an affair, she said, right now, really, I just want to be a free bird. I'm tired of just the arguing that's happening in our house and everything. I just kind of want to be a free bird. I'm not crying. I'm actually doing well. And, just support me in that way. Stop trying to make something out of nothing. So I think a lot of people were really pulling for them and this romance and this marriage and this family unit that they are, and as much as everybody wants to joke about them breaking up or we knew it wasn't going to last. Remember, there's a kid involved. She did love him. He loved her. I'm sure, we all saw him proclaim his love for her on the big stage, after he committed adultery and everything. There's a meme that's going around that says, we all know, we hear Charlemagne the God from the Breakfast Club say, black men don't cheat. And so now the meme says, well, Offset doesn't count because he's Amigos and the Migos are Mexican. So even she laughed at that, which I think is kind of cute in light of this darkness. But again, we just hope that she heals because whatever's happening behind the scenes, which really is none of our business.
Absolutely.
But the fact that they put their whole love affair and their marriage and everything else in plain sight for us to see warrants everybody to kind of have their comments and stuff. And I just hope from one woman to another that she gets to heal and falls in love again and moves on,
You took the words right out of my mouth, Les. That's what I was going to say. I get tired, man, of watching people chime in on somebody else's relationship. You've never even met her or him, and you chiming in on what happened in their relationship and what, it's just like, just take it for what it is. And like you said, Les, we just wish both of them, not just her, we wish both of them and the child, because like you said, it is a child involved. And, that's one of the biggest things. And I was rooting for them because I wanted to see black love, man. You know what I'm saying? Of
course. She's asking for, I believe, full custody parental custody. So we'll see what happens. I'm sure the details will be exposed later on, but she's not coming with a new album anytime soon. She says she's going to wait until we can actually start touring and she can actually do real interviews, not just from her living room and Zoom, and go out and greet the people and really be in the mix of things. So she's going to drop a single. The pressure is on because now she has to drop a single that's even bigger than WAP. And how do you do that? We've seen it happen from the biggest artists from Janet to Michael to try and do a repeat and a repeat again. And usually the only way when you're at the top, the only place to go is from the bottom. So, or hit that plateau. So we're going to pull for her anyway. We still love you, even if you don't hit #1 on Billboard, girl. You did your thing.
We still riding with you, 100 grand.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Khaleesi. We all know her, the singer and her milkshake. And of course, the accomplished chef. She has a new baby girl. Congratulations.
Is this by Nas?
No.
Oh, okay.
She got two sons. She has an 11-year-old named Knight, who she has with her ex-husband Nas, ex-husband keyword, and then a 4-year-old son Shepherd, whom she shares with her current husband. His name is Mike Mora. So congratulations to her. She's also been very vocal on Instagram talking about how she is suffering from postpartum, how she's gained so much weight that she's on a diet now, really just to try and get 50 to 60 pounds off of her. So now she's working out, and of course with her chef skills, trying to really just kind of reset, cook smart meals, wear some spandex, and try and get it popping. No junk food and all that other stuff. Just exercise and get her mind right. So congratulations.
All right, Khaleesi, go get it.
Yeah, man. The Emmys were last night. And I just want to say, first of all, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. And congratulations to all the winners.
Thank you to everybody at the Emmys. Thank you so much for giving me an Emmy. I don't have an Emmy. This is 40 years since I started Saturday Night Live. This is my first Emmy, so thank you so much. And I want to thank Lorne Michaels for putting this whole thing together and making this happen. And I want to thank the cast and the writers and the crew at SNL. This was a very, very special thing for me to come back and have the show turn out the way it did. I'm still floating from it. And thank you to everybody for giving me an Emmy.
There were appearances and performers by Gabrielle Union, Issa Rae, congratulations, even just being nominated first time in the comedy category for Insecure, but congratulations to her. Anthony Anderson, American Ferrera, JJ Watt, Lena Waithe, our girl Oprah Winfrey, and then of course we saw her perform, who, you know, is just a
bomb. Man, her is beautiful, man.
Isn't she? She can sing a phone book or a nursery rhyme and just strum it. I just love her music for real, for real.
Like, seriously, yeah. I saw her on the Roots, what was it, the Roots Picnic, and she performed, and I was just like, I had to watch that thing back to back to back, man. Like, I was like, man, her is dope.
Yeah, she's going to be around a long time, a long time. All right, another broken love that just popped off. Ray J has filed for divorce from Princess Love, and this was just months after her request to dismiss to legally end their marriage back in May. So they're asking for joint custody of the couple's 2 children, the 9-month-old Epic Ray and then their daughter Melody Love, which is 2. And we all saw it play out on that TV show. Do you think, Ron C., being on the reality show is the curse of life, the kiss of death with these marriages, that when we see couples on these reality shows that they tend up going out?
Yeah, I do. I really think it's a curse, man. You know, you get on those shows, start telling your business how everything's going. I think some of that stuff is scripted though, but still, even though you on there, it's telling your business. And man, I'm a true believer. You got to keep that shit to yourself, point blank.
Yeah.
Keep your personal business to yourself, man. Your relationships to yourself, and then everything will be fine. When you start bringing all the people in, just like Offset and Cardi B, you bring all those people in, you're gonna have drama. You're gonna have people saying this. You very find that many people pushing the love, trying to make it work. So you're gonna get bad energy from everybody. So yeah, I do think it's a curse.
Yeah, I'm with you, Ron.
Let's just hope they can find a way to keep the family unit filled with love, you know, whichever way they decide to go. Let's say congratulations. Diddy is doing it again, man. He has pledged $1 million to Capital Preparatory Schools. This is going to be the 3rd school to open in the Bronx. Now, the schooling network, of course, will be opening And there's one in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Harlem, New York is the other one. And this was back in 2016 when he opened the original Capital Prep Harlem, a charter school. So, of course, their goal is to provide historically disadvantaged children with college and career readiness skills needed to become responsible and engaged citizens for social justice, per the school's website. So congratulations to Puffy. He's putting his money where his mouth is. He has been for years, between making sure people get out there and vote, to education, and, you know, even with his Revolt conference, making sure everybody has the business of show, not just show business, but the business of show. So thank you, Diddy, for doing that again for our kids.
Big ups, Diddy.
Yeah. Now, Showtime, the network, is staying on the South Side. The Chi has been renewed for season 4, which is so dope. Woo! For those who don't watch it, it's about, you know, life in Chicago, hustling, trying to make a way, and all that other stuff. And so they're bringing back the showrunner, Justin Hillian, at the helm. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. That show is so dope. And this season was really good, really good. Now, for those of you who love the classic TV show Good Times, it's coming back with an animated series from creator Norman Lear. And now they're adding on Steph Curry. That's right, NBA Steph Curry and Seth MacFarlane. It's been ordered by Netflix. So it's going to be really, really dope. We all know that that comedy back in the 1970s was just major, major, major. And, you know, we're going to see as they're partnering up with Lear's Act 3 production company, and then Steph Curry and Seth MacFarlane have theirs, which is called Unanimous Media and Fuzzy Door Productions. This is going to be the first foray into like an animated series. So following the Evans family as they navigate today's world and the contemporary social issues. So just as the original did. I think a lot of people are really concerned about who's going to do voices of these characters. And I think everyone's kind of hoping that they are actual Black characters, because the actors, you know, Esther Roll and
everybody on there was Black. So at the end of the day, you need to have Black voices.
Right, absolutely. So we'll see how that happens, but I think that's going to be a good look. Unless I can't wait. I can't wait. I love animated stuff. I'm a big kid in that way.
Well, Les, you need to put yours in.
I am. You know me, I want some action hero.
Yeah.
Netflix is still kicking some ass. They just wrote a check to your girl, Halle Berry. Well, almost wrote a check, but it's a $20 million offer. Now she is gearing up to release her new film, which is called Bruised, which is receiving massive, massive, massive praise across the board. It's been through a couple of film festivals, and this is her directorial debut. So you'll see #Bruised the movie. And what's happening is Variety magazine is reporting that the streaming service is prepared to spend $20 million worldwide for the distribution rights. And right now it's currently screening in the Toronto Film Festival. So she's 54. She took to Twitter. She's like over the moon about this offer. Can't even believe that it's happening. The character that she plays is Jackie Justice, who is a disgraced MMA fighter and who has failed at the one thing that she's ever been good at, which is fighting. So 6-year-old Manny, the son that she walked out on years ago, returns to her doorstep. Jackie has to conquer her own demons and, of course, face one of the fiercest rising stars of the MMA world, ultimately fighting to become the mother that this kid deserves. So you'll be able to see it also not just on Netflix if she takes this deal, but drive-in screenings and virtual red carpets for those premieres too that they're going to be doing. And then word on the street, little side note, is everybody's been wondering about the pictures that she's been posting. I know that during club quarantine and D-Nice was, you know, hollering at Halle Berry and everybody's trying to figure out who she's seeing and stuff, and they were really playing it to the crowd. Then she started posting her and just a man's feet, or her hands holding hands with somebody. And now she just revealed that she is dating singer, producer, songwriter Van Hunt. So congratulations to her.
Yeah, congratulations to her. I'm hating on him though.
I know you are. Blackish star Tracey Ellis Ross has also signed an overall deal at ABC Signature. Congratulations to her. They've also co-created other shows, you know, with Mixed Dish, and this is going to come actually through her company, Joy Mill Entertainment at the Disney TV Studios unit. And, you know, her production company is going to be really trying to produce all kinds of things over all platforms. So she says that she loves sharing stories and using storytelling as a way to connect and celebrate humanity. So congratulations to her, executive producer, doing the damn thing. And as we talk about Tracey Ellis Ross, we all know her from Blackish. Another spinoff is happening. Jennifer Lewis and Lawrence Fishburne, their spinoff is called Oldish. So we got Oldish, Blackish, Mixedish, Grownish, and Kenya Barris is running to the bank with all of it. So congratulations to them.
Man, they killing me. Oh, it's a lot. That's a lot going on, man. Yeah, that's a lot going on. But I mean, I'm happy for him though.
I love Grownish, though. I probably love Grownish more than I love Blackish.
Yeah, that's a lot of ish. You know what I'm saying?
Take all that ish to the bank, y'all. Do it.
For real.
Do it. Now, we didn't get to say this, and this happened a few weeks ago. Congratulations to our girl, Neisha Nash, the comedian and actress from Claws. She married her now wife, singer Jessica Betts, in a double proposal. So they took to Instagram. It was August 31st when they kind of let the world know. Neisha, who's 50, this is her third marriage. Jessica is 48. And you guys have actually seen Jessica before. She was on, what's that show? Oh my gosh, I can't even find my hand right. She was on a show, actually, one of the entertainment shows. She's a singer, songwriter, played guitar. She didn't win, but she was a contestant. And so her thing is, because everybody now is questioning her sexuality, she says, I was not suppressing my sexuality my whole life. She says, I love who I love. At one point in my life, I married twice, and I love those people. And today I love this person. I've done everything I wanted to do on my own terms, my own way. So my choice now in a partner has nothing to do with who I've always been. It's a matter of who I am in this moment. I don't feel like my marriage is my way of coming out of anywhere, but rather of going into myself and being honest about who I love. And I'm not limiting myself on what love is supposed to look like. So
see, that's what kills me though. You know, it goes back to we was talking about Cardi B. Everybody got an opinion. If that's who she married and that's who she loved, it ain't nobody's business. It shouldn't hurt her career. As long as she comes in and she does the job that you pay her to do, her personal life has nothing to do with anything. You know,
there's a key word that you said there though, the word personal. Once you start putting stuff on social media, then you become a target no matter what. Whether you ask for people to respond, whether you shut the comments off or not, the fact that you put that part of your life on there, and you shouldn't have to walk around hiding in secret, but you do. You can keep things to yourself. Everybody doesn't need to know everything about you and how you move and who you're with. But you have to kind of be like, you can't get mad once you start putting all your business out there and then all of a sudden try and take it back and act like nobody saw it.
No, and I'm with you. I'm with you, Les. But what I'm saying is, for her to she has to put out a statement to talk about her sexuality. It's like, for what?
Right.
You know, why? That's just my thing. If that's who you want to love, that's who you want to be with, that's your business. I can put my personal stuff out in the streets also. Yeah, I can limit what goes out, but I shouldn't have to limit everything because I don't want the backlash, or I don't want certain people in my business. I shouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be able to live my life just like everybody else living theirs.
Listen, as long as her kids and her parents and her family members, even if they don't agree with her, but those are the ones that matter first for her living her life however she chooses, then nobody else matters. Everyone else.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Jamie Foxx. He's doing big things. He just doesn't stop with these deals. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago with him and his daughter Corinne having that deal over at Netflix. Now he's just signed another deal with Sony Pictures Entertainment. He's got a couple of projects already in the work. This collaboration is going to allow him and his producing partner, Datari Turner, to make and produce feature films. Now, Jamie's first project with Sony is an untitled action thriller. And those of you who think you don't know Datari, you do. I've actually known him when he started modeling back in the 90s. He was doing a lot of streetwear brands, like when Tyson Beckford was around. So you saw him on like Vibe magazine and The Source. But then he elevated his game and became like spokesperson for Tommy Hilfiger, Sean John, Abercrombie & Fitch, Polo Ralph Lauren, Kenneth Cole, Banana Republic, a whole lot of other stuff. And then he flipped the script literally and figuratively. And he has produced close to 30 feature films, making him one of the most prolific independent producers working today. You've seen some of his shows. He's the creator of the TV One Network hit show, I Married a Baller, the growing up hip hop franchise that you see on the WE TV network. And that's just to name a few. So congratulations to the both of them. I'm sure they're going to come out with some heat, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, you guys, and last but not least, your boy Lonzo Ball is leaving Rock Nation after only 3 months. Now he has chosen to head on over to Rich Paul with Clutch Sports as his new agent, and he told ESPN's Malika Andrews that this will be his third change in representation since April 2019. And that kind of says a lot about not just the agents, but about how difficult or, what a frenzy he is to kind of deal with. So Harrison Gaines is going to join CAA agency, and he said he wants to lead his own career. Now, Clutch Sports Group represents a whole number of prominent NBA players. We're talking about Anthony Davis, Eric Bledsoe, John Wall, Ben Simmons, Draymond Green, and of course, Jusuf Nurkic, who is a longtime friend of LeBron James, and most recently Trae Young. So we'll see what happens with Lonzo Ball going this round, and I'm sure Rock Nation is just like, all right, next.
Yeah. Keep it moving. They're going to keep it moving.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, y'all, that's it for this week's Entertainment Report. We out.
All right, man. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we're on all podcast outlets, Google, Spotify, Apple. Please make sure that you follow us, subscribe, and share. This YouTube, please subscribe, click on the bell, because every single day, Monday through Friday, we got a new episode that's dropping. You guys have a good Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you tomorrow with Pee Wee's One Gotta Go. All right, man? That's DJ Ron C, Bigg Lez, and K Stephanie. Pee Wee, we out.
Yeah, you are now live